into the daylight, shall we? So, first time in daylight, and yeah, I mean, I'd have to say there's a little bit of blotchiness around it, as someone pointed out, in fact. But it's not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. Quite pleased. It's worse on this side, because this side I haven't been able to get at so well. But I'm hopeful I should be able to get up, polish that a bit more, get the thing in the garage the other way round. So yeah, could be scope for a new profile pic here. Here's a number of stills of the car as it first came to me, including where it was in a field, more or less, and showing the actual state of the vehicle with no engine, no gearbox, a ruined interior, basically a bit of a wreck. But I could see the promise, and that's why I took on the project. What I didn't realise, of course, was quite how much rust there was in it. But it looked good, even in that initial picture, didn't it? So, and the rest is history, as they say. Well, after a few days of ownership of this 1971 Gilbern Invader, it now looks like this. Completely dismantled, well, up to the point of not taking the body shell off yet. The engine and gearbox were missing when it came to me, but now in addition, the whole interior has been stripped out. The dashboard was also missing, incidentally, and all we're left with is the floor. The seats are just loosely in there. The doors have been stripped out, with the exception of not yet taking off the window frames. The electric motors have been removed, very, very rusty, as you can see here. May not end up reusing them, but maybe, who knows. The windscreen has been taken out. Lots of old fittings inside the engine bay, including a remote brake servo, windscreen wiper motor, a load of brackets and things have all been removed from there, and the brake and clutch master cylinders have also been taken out. I've experimentally taken one of the springs out. As you can see, there was 4 springs, there's one in there. I've taken this one out thinking it was seized up and dismantled that, but then realised that in fact the reason it appeared to be stuck on its highest setting was because there was no engine, and simply the weight of the Essex engine, which is normally in there, being absent, caused the thing to rise up, so that you couldn't even bounce it down by jumping on the car. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part, so I need to get the spring put back together. Now, I'm now thinking about removing the body from the chassis, and the reason for that is the large amounts of rust, which is visible. This sill has actually been removed previously, so I haven't got this sill, so I'll have to replace that at some point. But the other side is equally as bad, maybe worse in fact, although I can't see it very well because it's covered up with the original fiberglass sill cover. In the boot, I've taken out the 2 fuel tanks, which were connected together by a large side-to-side pipe, because there's only one filler. I'm now left with a huge empty space in the boot. I think probably I won't be reusing these fuel tanks, but the current focus is how to remove the body from the chassis, remove the body from the chassis, I did separate all the rivets, and I did cut the floors out. Took a long job, but eventually off came the body, and as you can see, a lot of the chassis had to be replaced. A lot of welding, a lot of butt jointing, a lot of sleeving going on there, but because it's all piece by piece, it wasn't that complicated to renew the, if you like, missing sections. Then the new engine and gearbox turned up, which is the next stage. In fact, this MX-5 one I didn't use. What I used was this one, which is RX-8 gearbox, and there you can see initial trials of the AJ30 Jaguar engine in the chassis, and that went in, and so we move on, if you like, to the present day, as you've seen. too bad. First time on the road for 2 months.